Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Riley, and in this video I'm going to do a brief demonstration of my first ride on my KLR 650. So now, if you don't already know, I'm going to be doing motorcycle vlogs, just basically vlogs while I drive around and show you guys different locations where I ride my motorcycle. Because like I said, this channel is dedicated to anything outdoors, and you know, I just like to get out there, do things, and have fun. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the video of me reviewing the KLR 650. The day after I bought it, I took it home and I put it in the garage and reviewed the bike and just gave you my thoughts and opinions on the motorcycle. And go ahead and check that video out. Like I said, I'll have the link in the description. Now, I have driven the motorcycle on and off-road quite a bit so far. I've already put 250 miles on it, and I've only had it for a week, so I've been riding it around like crazy. So I think it's fair enough to make my first riding vlog and just kind of tell you guys my thoughts and opinions on this motorcycle and, you know, what I think about it and how much I enjoy it. So, like most of you guys already know, I am located in Utah, and I am riding here, and where I'm riding, where you can see in the video, this is a little west of Salt Lake City, Utah, out in the mountains, out near, if you're watching that and you've been to Utah, kind of near where the salt flats are, heading towards, what's it called? Not Nevada. Well, yeah, I guess heading towards Nevada. Anyways, so on this day I went riding with my neighbor, my uncle, and his wife. So this was kind of my first day taking it out on the freeway, kind of experiencing what the KLR 650 is capable of. You know, is it a highway worthy bike? Because I've been reading a lot of forums and a lot of different videos. A lot of people telling me that, you know, this bike is, I guess what you would say, not really meant for the freeway, but I tend to disagree. This bike is, I mean, I've taken it up to, I think the fastest I've ever been, and I think I went on this ride, was 90 miles per hour. I'm not sure what that is in kilometers, but yeah, it's pretty fast. You know, that's faster than most people go. And for me, you know, that's good enough, because I don't, you know, I didn't buy this bike to race. I bought this bike to have fun with and kind of, you know, just enjoy. So, yeah, this was a super duper fun ride. I was testing out my new gear, my new helmet, my, obviously the bike, and just really enjoying it, trying to soak up the riding experience. Now, when this video was filmed, I actually didn't take the bike off-road yet, but I have since then taken it off-road like 5 times. So yeah, but this current video was actually my first real ride on road on the freeway, and you know, my first time ever hitting above 70 miles an hour on this bike. So the KLR 650 is a very interesting bike. A lot of people can't decide what it is. Some people call this bike a dual sport. Other people call this bike a adventure bike, and to be honest, it can fit both of those roles. And I 100% agree, you can take this bike cross country, no problem. I've seen people that have driven this bike from Alaska to Argentina, which is an extremely long distance, because I've driven from Alaska to Utah myself, and that took like 6 days. So I can't imagine driving all the way, you know, through the US, down to Mexico, through Central America, all the way to South America, Argentina. That's just insane. Obviously, that's probably like a couple weeks of driving. So for my first ride, I'm going to give you my experience, how the bike felt, how I liked it, you know. Right here we're just rolling through a residential area, so I'm only going about 45 miles an hour. But, you know, I'm just going to let you know how the bike felt. So, one of the reasons I bought the KLR 650 is because I really liked the seating position and hand position for the KLR 650. The only motorcycle I had before this bike was a YZ250, which is a Yamaha dirt bike 2-stroke, and so I was used to riding dirt bikes. Okay, a street bike is totally different. But that's kind of why I went with the KLR 650s, because it's almost like a dirt bike, the way it handles, the way it rides. So I was like in familiar territory, which was really awesome, you know. So that was one really cool part about, you know, riding the KLR 650 is, you know, if you're into dirt bikes, you ride dirt bikes, you have experience with dirt bikes, then you will feel right at home when you hop on the KLR 650. Let's go over some stats real quick, guys. If you haven't seen my videos, you've probably seen some of my other videos if you're watching this. I'm not a very big person. I'm 5'7", and probably around 190 pounds, 180. I could lose some weight. But the point is, I'm not very tall. I'm 5'7", 5'8" maybe, depends. But nevertheless, I'm not very tall. So how does this bike fare for me being shorter? I had to actually, the bike does have an adjustable shock, and I was able to lower it. So number 1 is the shortest and 5 is the tallest. This bike was set on 5, and I cranked it down to 1 to lower the bike a little bit, and that definitely did help some. But still, I can't put, if I have both feet down, I have to tiptoe because I can barely reach the bottom, the street, if I'm stopped. But usually what I do if I'm at a stoplight is I'll just put one foot down, you know, one full foot down, and then have my other foot up on the peg, and that seems to do fine. If you're a lot shorter than 5'7", then I would really reconsider a different bike. You know, if you're maybe 5'4" and below, I guess it all depends on how your body is. If you have long legs, then I guess it doesn't matter. But if you're really short, this might not be the best bike for you because it is very tall. That being said, it is tall because it has lots of clearance, and that makes it an awesome off-road vehicle. So you can go ahead and go off-roading on trails, which I'll have videos of in the future of me off-roading through some awesome desert trails, and have no problems. You know, you don't have to worry about the rocks hitting your engine or anything like that, because the engine is so high off the ground. You have so much clearance that you don't really have to worry about it. Also, I do have a skid plate that is installed on this motorcycle, so if you watch my review, my original review of this bike, you can see the nice metal heavy-duty skid plate that is installed, and it really does help deter any damage or whatever from happening to my bike. So I would definitely recommend getting a very nice heavy-duty skid plate if you do a lot of off-road riding, like I do. Even if you don't do serious stuff, you know, a $90 skid plate could save your engine from a crack or a dent or worse. So how did I like this bike riding? I would say in this video, the average speed I was going was about 65 miles per hour, maybe 60. I don't know why it looks so slow in this video. This video is not sped up or slowed down at all, so like I said, the average speed probably 60 to 65 miles an hour. The bike is very good on the freeway, on the highway. I don't have any complaints. It's maybe not as comfortable as a Harley Cruiser or one of those big Honda Gullwings or whatever they're called, but that's fine because you can't take those giant cruisers off-road. And if you're buying a KLR 650, you're buying it because you want something you can take on-road and off-road. It's not the best of both worlds. It's not the best on the freeway, and it's not the best off-road. But it can do both, therefore you're getting a good bike. You know, if you're driving, like, you know, if your commute is like 100 hours every day, I don't know if I would choose this bike. You know, if you're buying a commuter bike, then maybe not go with this. But if you have a short commute every day, you know, if you love riding on dirt trails, four-wheeler ATV trails on the weekend, then this is probably the bike, you know. I wouldn't mind driving this like 30 to 40 miles every day. Honestly, it's pretty dang comfortable. But to be honest, I think it's a great bike. This was my first real ride, and even though I didn't record the entire trip, obviously I only have just 12 minutes recorded on here, but we rode for over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. And when it was 96 degrees, very hot here in Utah this time of year. But nevertheless, it was a comfortable ride. When I got home, I wasn't sore and tired. I could have rode a couple more hours. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and I will produce more motorcycle vlogs in the future, specifically with my Kawasaki KLR 650. So stay tuned if you want some more motorcycle vlogs, and I will do other motorcycle related stuff as well on this channel. So please subscribe to this channel. I hope you did enjoy this video, and like I said, I release one new video every week. So you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next week.